Hello, everyone. I am Glexastor. I am bioengineered heartbeat VTuber, and today I've got some replays that I want to share with everyone. So, in light of the new ban list that has dropped for TCG, I've been experimenting with a lot of options that we honestly could have been using this entire time, either on Master Duel or in general, relatively. And here I'm going to show off some combos showing some of the cards that we are able to use or you could utilize into your deck. Like, you could just utilize it. So the first one we're going to watch is a tech card that we've been able to use for the longest time, and yet we've never actually been using it. But in light of Baronne being banned, I think it's something that you could tech in if you want to. So here we go. So here we're going to be starting off with Sudri and Bata. This also works if you start off with Sudri or Shamal, or if you want to use Black Whirlwind. But in worst case scenario, you have either Sudri or Shamal. So here we go. First off, you're going to want to summon the Sudri. Add the Shamal. Obviously, this is just normal Blackwing combos right here. So we send the Shamal away. We get the Black Feather Whirlwind onto our field, and then we summon our Bata. Now, here is something where some of you might be familiar with, and that's the Baronne line. So here we synchro summon our Nothung. Now we chain Nothung summon with Black Feather Whirlwind. We target the Bata, we use Shamal, and we grab Sudri back into our hand. Summon the Bata, and then we can summon Sudri. Now here, depending on what kind of deck you're running, you can either run Black Feather Whirlwind, or you can run you can grab another Black Feather Whirlwind. Wait. I mixed myself up. You can either grab the Black Feather Whirlwind or the Twin Shadow. Or, depending on what's going on the field, you can probably grab a Chinook. Here, I prefer to just grab a Black Feather Whirlwind. I'm not running Twin Shadow. If you want to run Twin Shadow, go ahead. I am just not running it for this deck. So, in this instance, we're going to use another Black Feather Whirlwind. Now here, we're going to tribute our Sudri in order to grab a token. Here, now we can synchro summon Crystal Wing. We can grab Crystal Wing, Synchro Dragon. And yes, you're able to use this. Now if your opponent was, for whatever reason, waiting for like a better opportunity to crash into you, now he's not able to hit you with Nibiru. Should he have been holding it on his hand. And now we're able to use Bot of effects freely, because this combo does not work if you start with Simoon. Simoon automatically dark locks you. And then Bata also dark locks you. So in order to get either Baronne or Crystal Wing, you need to do this way, otherwise you won't be able to get into it. So here, now we've summoned our Blackwing Dragon. We use our Black Feather Whirlwind in order to grab our Bata back, and then we can use Zephyros in order to bounce one of the Black Feather Whirlwinds back in our hand. Now we can continue our combos. We synchro summon into Black Storm. We use Black Feather Whirlwind. I suggest grabbing a level 4. And then with Storm, you could send Sharinga to the graveyard. Now you can synchro summon into Dispatter. And with Storm and Blackwing Dragon in the graveyard, you can banish them in order to get Blackwing Assault Dragon. Now we activate Dispatter's effect. We grab the Storm. Now here you can either synchro summon Blackwing Full Armor Master, or you can get another Blackwing Assault Dragon. I prefer full armor master since right now we don't have a Blackwing on the field in order to use Sharinga's effect. So either option is fine. I just prefer this way a lot more. But if you want to just burn your opponent, you know your opponent is going to be using more monster effects than anything, then go ahead and use Tax Dragon. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this combo. Now here's another line that I actually was playing around with in order to utilize Crystal Wing. And this was hilarious because this actually took me several tries to get right. Because so this hand, you need Sudri, Lebellion, and any level 2 in order for this combo to go through. Well, I won't say any level 2, either Sharinga or Assault Synchron, because those two can special summon from their hand. So here you can either start with Sudri or Lebellion. I'm just throwing Lebellion just to start the thing off. But honestly, you can just start with Sudri first and then do the Lebellion thing later. So first off, you summon Sudri, you add the Shamal. Normally, you would probably want to go with Bada. Here, we want Shamal more. So you'll see in a second why. So you send the Shamal to the graveyard in order to get your Black Feather Whirlwind. Now here, depending on what is in your hand, either Assault Synchron or Sharinga. Now here, since we have Assault Synchron, we can just use Assault Synchron. If we have Sharinga, you have to summon Sarnir. So if you're going to summon Sarnir, you need to banish the Lebellion first. Now, you need Sarnir on the field because Sharinga needs a monster with 2,000 or more attack in order to be special summoned to the field. Assault doesn't really have that restriction. You can just summon him right off the bat. So here we summon the Assault Synchron. Next, we're going to synchron into Nothung. That way we can activate our Shama. Don't chain the Black Feather Whirlwind. We're going to save that for later. So for right now, we're going to add our Sudri. And now we summon our Sudri again, and we're going to search for our Bada. Next, you can banish the Lebellion. We're going to summon their Sarnir. Here, we're going to tribute the Sarnir in order to get the level 2 tuner. And as of right now, we're still not Dark Locked, but we are Synchro Locked. So here, Sarnir is going to send the Lebellion to the graveyard. Now we tune the token with the crystal, with the new thing in order to get our Crystal Wing. Now you're probably wondering, why can't I just use Bada in order to do that? Now, if you do that, you won't be able to activate Black Feather Whirlwind because Crystal Wing is not a dark attribute monster. It's a wind attribute. In order for Black Feather Whirlwind, in order to activate, you need to summon a dark attribute monster or synchro monster. Now we continue our combo. We summon our Bada. We send our Zephyros, our Chinook / Harmattan, whichever one you want. And then we summon our Black Feather Whirlwind, our Blackwing Dragon, and now we summon our Bada. Here we bounce our Black Feather Whirlwind in order to summon our Zephyros. We kind of need to do that before we synchro into Purria Storm in order to get more extenders. So here we activate the Black Feather Whirlwind again. Now here, and you're going to want to tribute the Blackwing Dragon in order to summon the Lebellion. This is actually kind of tricky because you can actually mess up at any point. So preferably, you're going to want to summon the Zephyros before you summon the Lebellion, because Blackwing Dragon will be able to absorb the damage from Zephyros. But now, you can activate Lebellion's effect in order to bring out Branded Regain. Now you can, well, you could pretty much synchro summon Brainstorm at any point. But here we're going to summon Brainstorm now, and we're going to send Shrine it to the graveyard, making it a level 2. Now we get our Disbatter. And now here we can bring out our Chinook. We're not going to be able to extend too much further depending on, because of how this board is set up. Now we banish our Brainstorm and our Blackwing Dragon. Here, you have a choice. Either you can go into Shamal and summon a... You can either summon a Berserker if you're running Berserker, or you can just bring out Brainstorm and just go into level 10. Whichever one is fine. Here we can activate our Branded Regain to send back our Blackwing Dragon. Because it's preferable to send Blackwing Dragon back in the deck because since he was special summoned with Bada, he's not able to be special summoned again. So sending him back to the deck is a lot more helpful than anything. Now we activate this batter, we get Brainstorm. And once again, you can either go Tax Dragon or you can go full Armor Master. So with this end board, we have a Monster Negate, we have Burn, we have Shrine in the graveyard. So with Blackwing full Armor Master on the field, so you got a pop, you have a Mont, and you have another Monster to negate, you have a Monster pop or negate. And we drew an extra card. And that was with 3 cards in our hand, with 2 cards which could be hand traps or anything else. So there you go. Next, we're going to be talking about the news card that was just released from the ban list. And this one is Colossus. Now, for this is actually interesting. You don't actually need to add anything more than just Nemesis Corridor into the deck. Because with Nemesis Corridor, all you need to do is either draw him, or you can use Small World to add him to your hand. Like, depending on how your hand looks like. Like, we have quite a bit of bridges in order to go into him, honestly. But my preferred bridge is to go to either Bada, Assault Synchron, Shamal, into Drone Lockbird, and then that gets us our Nemesis Corridor. All 3 of these have 0 defense points, while the Drone Lockbird has wind. Now the Brace Versa is Drone Lockbird and either Orochi or Shamal. Now Orochi can go into Nemesis Corridor because it has 600 defense. And then Shamal can go into him because he's level 4. And kind of the same can be said about like the other dark bridges. Like if you want, for whatever reason you want to banish the Assault Synchron in your hand, you can banish him, banish any of the level 4s. In a way, it's only Sidri. You can banish the Sidri and go into Nemesis Corridor. Or you can banish any of the extra bestials in order to banish either the level 4s or Orochi probably, and then go into Nemesis Corridor. Whichever one of those are fine. I'm sorry I tangented for a little bit. But here we go. We're going to start off with Sidri. And we're going to add our Shamal. We're basically doing just regular Blackwing combos. Here we're going to go right into our Blackwing Dragon, activate our Black Feather Whirlwind, bring out Vada, bounce the Zephyros onto the field, and reactivate Black Feather Whirlwind. Now we go into Nothung. Here you can choose go into Brainstorm or Nothung, whichever one is fine. Depending on how you feel, if they haven't nuked you yet, then you can go for a more longer, more streamlined combo. Or you can just go Berea Storm, cut right into the chase. So here we're going to activate Black Feather Whirlwind. We're going to bring back our Vada. We're going to add back our Sidri with Shamal. Blackwing Dragon's going to absorb all of that. Now we're going to summon our Sidri. And here we're going to add our Bato, since he's going to be our bridge into Nemesis Corridor. Anyways, now we synchro summon into Berea Storm. You could use any of the low 4s. Doesn't really matter. We're going to send Sharinga. We're going to go into Disbatter, banish, get our Blackwing Assault Dragon. Now here, once again, you can either go Blackwing Assault Dragon or Full Armor Master. Here, since we still have the Nothing, you don't really need Full Armor Master anymore, so you can go double burn. But either way works just the same. Now here, to finish up our combo, we're gonna activate our Small World. We're gonna bridge into Droll Knockbird and get our Nemesis Corridor. Why can't I look at this card? Anyways, now we can return our Blackwing Dragon back into the deck, since once again, like if we were using Branded Regain, we would bring it back to the deck anyways. Here we can put it back into the deck for more extending play. And now we have our Thunder Dragon Colossus. So there's that. And here we're basically going to be doing the same thing with Simoon. So banish Simoon, we're going to grab our Black Whirlwind, add the Sidri, and then summon the Sidri, add Bada, Shamal, send the Shamal, get our Black Feather Whirlwind, Bada gets our Blackwing Dragon, we bring back Bada, go into Nothing, Shamal adds our Sidri back to her hand, Zephyros gets our Black Feather Whirlwind again. Here, we're going to grab Sharinga for more extending plays. It's also kind of like a security against like Nibiru. If the Nibiru is here, then we're not completely dead. And once again, we're going to grab our Vada for our Colossus Bridge. One important thing you have to remember about this combo line is that you absolutely cannot use Sidri's effect. You can't use Sidri's token effect, because otherwise you will be locked into synchros. So here we're going to bring back our level 2, send a level 2 to the graveyard, go into Dispatter. Here I just decided to go into Berserker. You can choose to go into Blackwing Dragon in order to get another Tax Dragon. So in that case, you would end with 3 Tax Dragons or 2 Tax Dragons and Full Armor Master. So here we're going to get our Blackwing Assault Dragon. We'll activate Disbatter, get our level 6 back to your hand. Summon another level 10. Like, this is pretty much just another form of interaction. Now we go into Nemesis Corridor. And with that, we return our Blackwing Dragon, go into Thunder Dragon Colossus. So here we basically have a pop. We have a banish. We have a negate pop. And we stopped our opponent from adding cards to their hand. And once again, because we have nothing on the field, we can spare to not have a Full Armor Master on the field. So ultimately, it's up to you. Now here is our combo lines where you can actually utilize both of them. So this one, it's going to be with a 4-card combo. Here we're going to be using Lebellion plus Surgery and Black Whirlwind. And once again, we have the Small World. So first off, well, you can activate the Lebellion at any point. And whichever Beetle you want to add is fine. Like here, you'll probably want to grab Magamute for maximum usability. Now we go into our Blackwing combo. We're gonna add the Vada Shamal. Shamal, get her Black Feather Whirlwind. Mata summon, we're gonna go into Nothung. And once again, we're gonna special summon the Vada, and we're gonna add our Sudri to our hand. Now, once again, in previous combos with the Crystal Wing, we were able to use Sudri's effect in order to go into our Crystal Wing. However, once again, we aren't able to do that. If we want to go into classes, we need to add Sharga to our hand. And Sudri's going to add Vata into our hand for our Colossus Bridge. So here we're going to bring out our Sharga in order to synchro summon our Crystal Wing. And now we're able to Dark Lock ourselves to go into Blackwing Dragon. Activate our Zephyros. We're going to summon him back to the field. Now here we're going to activate Lebellion. We're going to tribute the Blackwing Dragon. Bring out our Brandon Regan. Activate. Now here, we're able to use our Chaos Angel for the Dark Synchro Summon. Honestly, you probably could have used... Never mind. Anyways, we're going to bring back our Vada so we can continue our combo. We're going to go into our Berea Storm. We're going to send any level 2. We can send Chinook to Graveyard. Now here, we're going to Synchro Summon into Dispatter. Go into our Blackwing Assault Dragon. We're going to grab our Berea Storm so our Sharanga is live. And finally, we activate our Small World in order to bridge into Droll and Lockbird and go into our Nemesis Corridor. Return the Blackwing Dragon to our deck and summon Nemesis Corridor. And now we have our Colossus. And there you go. We have Monster Negate, we have Battle Protection, we have a Negate Pop, Burn, Sharon goes live, and our opponent can't add cards to her hand. Now, this is a 3-card combo that gets us pretty much what we want as well. So once again, we're going to be using Surgery and Black Whirlwind plus our Small World. We activate the Black Whirlwind, go into Surgery, add Bada, Shamal, Black Feather Whirlwind. We go into Nothing, bring back our Vada, add our Surgery. Now we summon Surgery, add Sharanga plus Vada. Now, Vada could either be Shamal or whatever. Well, preferably either Vada or Shamal. We need the 0 defense in order to have it in our hand. So we summon our Sharanga, we go into Crystal Wing. We're going to get our Berea Storm. Bounce the Black Feather Whirlwind back into her hand. Oh yeah, this one we sent oh, that's right. I think this was a misclick. I pretty much just went into Berea Storm here in order to fix my mistake. I just sent Zephyros back into my back back to the graveyard. So now we have level 8. We bring out the Assault Exo Synchro. Add our Bada activates his effect. We go into Blackwing Assault Dragon. Black Feather Whirlwind activates. We get Bada. We banish. We go into our Blackwing Assault Dragon. Yeah, that whole line was kind of unnecessary. You could have just you could just go into Blackwing Assault Dragon or Blackwing Dragon with Bada's effect, and everything would have been just fine. I'm actually thinking for a second. No, I think I did okay. I think, we reactivated the Black Feather Whirlwind in order to bring back Arbada. In order to continue, we needed to go into Berea Storm in order to send the Zephyros to the graveyard. And with this board, we pretty much can go into our Colossus line now. And there you go. Not the best board, but it's not too bad either. We have the negate pop, the negate, the monster negate, the search canceller. We have Sharanga Live, and we have burn. So here's the deck. Here's the deck list. You can change however you like, whatever you like, however you like. For the Nemesis Corridor, you literally just need to add it to your deck. Since there's multitude ways of getting into him. As he has 600 defense, you can run, I was going to say Chris the Crackodon, but he's level 4 as well. You can run Bora the Spear, but Hiroshi is also another option that you can run in order to have them in the deck. But here, since Droll Lockbird is going to be a useful hand trap anyways, you can just add them into the deck. And there you go. You basically have a way to Droll Lock your opponent pretty much no matter what. Since it's Thunder Dragon has a one-sided Droll Lockbird. Well, not really. He could still add cards to his, but he can still draw cards. But yeah, relatively, you can utilize this. You can change it however you like. This is just what I just came up with. It's not a definitive. It's not a recommended build. Like I said, you can change out the extra deck. You can put in SP if you want. You could put in the Typhon if you want. But yeah. Relatively, this is kind of what you're going to be doing. I'll probably come up with more lines utilizing the SP Little Knight and Typhon later. Typhon, probably not relevant. You can use it as whenever you want. The Little Knight is probably going to be a little bit more important. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. I hope you drop a like. You can subscribe if you want. You can follow me on my Twitch, my Twitter. Links are going to be in the description. I usually stream Master Duel. So I'm actually using this build in Master Duel right now. Since we don't have Little Knight, and I'm kind of just beating myself up since Colossus was a tech option that we've had for many years, or at least for over a year now. And yeah, I just feel silly for never utilizing it. But now we do, and Crystal Wing was actually something that I actually thought about because of the recent TCG buyout sales, where people were wanting to buy this in order to replace Baronne the Fleur, and I'm like, why are people buying this? And then I realized that Blackwings were able to use this card for the longest time as well. So yeah, I'll hope to see you guys next time. I'll probably come up with some other combo videos, and if I do, I'll be sure to post it on here. Alright, until next time.